Welcome to On the Move.
Hey everybody, it's Mack with On the Move. Thanks for watching. Today's video we're going to talk about the shooting of an unidentified man in Edmonds, Washington. This man was apparently open carrying a rifle of some kind in Edmonds, and the police responded after 911 calls. The police had some kind of verbal confrontation with the man, which resulted in the man being shot. According to news reports, witnesses confirmed that there were a few shots, approximately 5 from what one witness is saying, 5 shots that were heard. The police have failed to identify whether or not the man was pointing the weapon at anybody and if he was touching the weapon. According to the police, the man reportedly refused to comply with officers' request and the police shot the man. So I don't really know, if this guy was in the right or wrong, but I do want to bring attention to this, and I want to let people know that this is going on. For me, this is very close to home. I'm living in Vancouver, Washington right now. According to the news reports, it says that the wounded man was transported to Harborview Medical Center in Seattle and is listed in serious condition. The police have not identified the man nor the officers involved in the shooting. The Edmonds Police officers involved will be placed on administrative leave while the shooting incident is investigated. Okay, so my take on this whole thing is to be a little suspicious of the police in this scenario, but at the same time to not jump to conclusions until all the facts are in about this case. I'm going to be personally following this case very closely. I want to make sure what was going on. If this was a situation where the guy was trying to do a suicide by cop situation, then obviously the police were in the right. I'm not trying to make the police look like they're bad guys, but I do want to make sure that our police officers are held accountable for actions that are unlawful. So if this guy was out there just peacefully demonstrating his Second Amendment right and the police showed up and he had a verbal confrontation with them, and that verbal confrontation consisted of him saying, "I don't submit to any searches or seizures," and that resulted in getting him shot, then the police officers do need to be held accountable for their actions, and they should be arrested for attempted murder. Now, this may not be the case. This may not be what they did. I could be totally, off base in that assumption. And if that's the case, then, I'd like the police to release that information. I want to find out what happened. It would seem to me that if the individual was touching his weapon or pointing his weapon at people in any way, shape, or form, that the police would be happy to release that information. So the fact that they haven't released that information kind of is a little suspicious to me. And also the fact that they won't say whether or not the individual fired his own weapon or not, that also is a bit suspicious. And to me, it kind of leads me to believe that the guy didn't touch his weapon and just refused to give his weapon to the police officers, and then the police officers shot him. So maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that's not the case, but I do think that we all need to be following this case and be aware of what's going on. I posted a video of an interview with Edmonds Police on my channel. It's going to be linked right here, so make sure you check that out, and that will give you all the information that they're willing to release at this time. And again, I just want to say, make sure you don't jump to conclusions on this, but at the same time, make sure that you also don't just automatically believe the police narrative if it is negative. It's important we hear the full story about what happened, both sides of it, the police and the individual who was shot. What do you think about what happened? Do you think this was the police overreacting, or do you think that the police were totally in their rights according to what we have seen so far? Leave your comment below. Let me know. I'd like to know what you have to say. If you like the video, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe. You can also share this video to get the story out. Alright, that's my video everyone. Thanks for watching, and as always, know your rights, assert your rights, get on the move.